Good morning. It's Saturday the 1st of March here, and I just thought I would get this first knitted square finished. So I've just got to do my last 4 rows of garter stitch, and then I'll be pleased that this one's finished and I can show you exactly what it looks like. So yeah, 1st of March, isn't it amazing how fast this year has gone? It's just whizzing by already. And if you hear a lot of noise from next door, the concrete truck's next door, he's getting down a big concrete pad today in his backyard. And Holly and Prince have had a play in the sunshine. So it's been a good week for me, good week for my channel and a good week in my life. So I hope you're having a good week. Let me know what you've been up to, what you're making. So I did a shout out for a new channel member, and someone else said they were a member, but it's not showing up. So I'd probably only do shout outs. I'll get around to doing shout outs. I might have like a monthly update for that sort of thing, because I'm sure you don't want to see a video every 5 minutes if something changes on my channel. Some people have only joined to see the crocheting or the knitting, so I might just do a monthly update to let you know all the new things that have happened behind the scenes, if you're interested in that. So it's a lovely sunny day, so we might pop down to the beach a bit later, and I'll take my camera down if it's not too windy and show you what it's like. So the hard part for me for this has been making sure I just do all knitting garter stitch for the border. So when I did that video showing you what I was doing, and then after the video I noticed I'd made big mistakes on the border, and I thought, oh, and it was right near the beginning, and I thought, oh no, do I try and go back and fix it? But no, I also didn't like the pattern of the holes that I'd done, and so I ripped the whole thing back and I started this completely again. So I've made sure that I get the border done correctly. When I was doing the purl row, I forgot to go back to knitting, and I'd end up keep purling, so I wasn't getting the border done right. So I'm going to start doing a few lives on my channel soon, and that way you can come and chat to me if you're interested, and I can answer any questions. It's always nice chatting on the lives. So later I'll do, these lives will be open to everybody, but some of the members just want a members live, so I'll do 2. So sometimes I really like relaxing with my knitting, and other times I like relaxing with my crochet. It's quite good being able to do both. Do you do both, or do you just do one? So if you're interested in what I was doing, I do have a tutorial on this lovely, I call it the hole stitch, but it's how you can make lace as well if you put it together. But do you notice it's not exactly the same as the tutorial? I had them quite close together, so I've changed it. But I'll spread it out later when I've finished. I've just got a few more rows to go, and then I'll show you exactly what I did, what I changed, and then I'll think about using a different colour. I'll show you the yarn that I'm using too. It's lovely and soft. I got it from the Warehouse. That's like a big box store in New Zealand. But it's so soft. And it's thin, quite thin for a baby yarn. So I'll use a different colour and think of another pattern I can do. And I don't know what I'll do with all the squares yet. It's different to crochet. I found trying to measure this, I'll have to pin it out. The hard part will be getting them, all the squares the same size. I guess I can do small squares and big squares and try and sew them all together to make something. But I'm really just enjoying playing with my yarn, pulling out some colours, doing something different with them. No plan, just having a play, really enjoying myself. No rules. I was watching a new channel to me. She started last October and she got monetized in a couple of months. That's amazing. And I was watching her channel and she has the most beautiful, colourful things in her yarn room, decorating it, and everything she's made herself. The channel is Melody Yarn Tinker. Lovely lady. We chatted. So I went through her videos and watched them to help with her watch hours and left her lots of comments. She probably thought, who's this new stalker on my channel? Why is she watching all my videos, leaving lots of comments? But the comments, if YouTube sees you getting comments and the thumbs up on the videos, they think, oh, somebody likes that video, and they share it out to more people. So that's really great. I always forget to ask for thumbs up on my videos. But if you do remember, that's great. Thank you very much. I never remember to say all those things. But she's got some lovely colourful things that she's made. Bright colours. And I'm thinking, oh, I should make some things for this room and have it all bright. I don't know if you can hear the concrete coming out of the truck. Probably not a good time to be filming, but never mind. It's life, isn't it? It's life when you live close to your neighbours. I used to live on a big farm and I really miss being out in the country. But then I love the convenience of being in town, where I can just whip up to the supermarket or the post office or the library. It takes me about 30 seconds to get there in the car, longer if I walked. I've just got a few more rows of doing this, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Holly's going to gruff and get upset. She doesn't like the noise of the truck, and I've been giving Prince a cuddle because he doesn't mind the noise, and he's been watching the truck. He can see it over the fence, and he's quite interested, but then he thinks there must be something wrong because my big sister's gruffing and barking. So I picked him up and showed him the truck, and he was very interested. If I pick Holly up so she can see the truck, she just looks the other way. She doesn't want to know. She doesn't like change and different things. She likes her world to stay the same. But Puppy's very interested in everything that's going on. Very nosy, running around digging up my garden, bringing in green tomatoes that I have to catch him and make sure he doesn't eat them. Upset his little tummy. So this is just a bit of a different video where you're watching me knit, and I talk about nothing much in particular, and then I'll add something to the end of the video showing you this finished. So let me know if you like watching me knit. I can't get my face in as well unless I'm from a distance, and then you can't see the knitting. So yeah, just let me know if you like being able to just watch me knit. Just a different casual video. Sometimes I like doing that. I watch people knit or crochet or do their artwork, or even going for a walk. I watch them on their videos while I do my knitting and crochet, and they just chat. I find it very relaxing. Makes me feel like I've got a friend sitting there knitting with me, chatting with me. It's the only time you really see me knitting or crocheting is when I do a tutorial. Not everyone's interested in a tutorial because they might already know how to do things. So I'm trying not to have too many whips, but I've got a couple of other ideas of what I'd like to start as well. Something I'd like to do was going to make myself a scarf for winter, and I showed you in another video the yarn that I bought. But then I saw this scarf on a different channel and I thought, that's an interesting scarf, I'd like to make that for myself, and it won't take up as much yarn. So I'm thinking I've already got these different squares I'm doing, and then I've got my crochet squares I'm doing. Shall I start my scarf as well? Would that be too many whips? Can't have too many whips, can you? I used to just try and stick with one thing. I feel if I do too many whips I get overwhelmed. I'll never get round to finishing them. But sometimes it's nice to have something different to pick up. and it can give my hands a rest from being in the same position for crocheting or knitting. It changes no matter what I'm doing. So my grapes are just getting ripe down the back, so I shed quite a few with my neighbours the other day. So I might go and pick some more, because the birds and the wasps are attacking them already. We've got lots of wasps around here. We've got pine trees up the back. So there's a lot of wasps. They're not normal looking ones, they're really nasty looking ones. I'm not sure if they're German wasps or not. That's what we call them, but yeah, they're really horrible things. I definitely don't want to get stung by one. So the neighbour actually gave me his welding gloves to wear while I was trying to get in to get some grapes the other day and cut off some bunches so that I didn't get stung. Bit of a hazard trying to grow your own vegetables and fruits these days, getting attacked by all the insects. There you go. I'll just see if it finished, or I might do one more row. Well, that looks about the same. I might cast off now. It looks pretty. I think that looks the same. I lose count. So I've got 3 rows there, and I think it's like 3 rows on the bottom and 4 stitches on each side. So I might cast off there. So I'll cast this off, and then I'll add another video to this one. So it's all just one video, and I'll lay it down flat so you can see it. So I've just changed the camera angle a bit, so you might want to see how I do my casting off. So I've got one there on my right needle, and I just knit the next one, and I just lift that first one up and over. And I do have a problem sometimes if you pull it too tight. You've got to have it quite loose. So that's my problem. So you've got 2 on the needle, lift 1 up and over, and don't pull it too tight. I do have a separate tutorial in my tutorials playlist, but this is how I cast off. And I try not to pull it too tight, which can be a problem I have. So there's all different ways you can do things, but that's how I've been doing mine. So here's my little square. It'll look nice when it's sewn up with another square, and this is the colour I'm using, and this was called the Baby Yarn Unity, and I got it from the warehouse, and it's really soft. And so this is the other colour I had, a lovely pale blue. And so I'm going to do a square with a different pattern, and I don't think I have any white or lemon in this, or even a mint green, which would look really pretty. But I do have some other baby yarn I got from another type of big box store we have called Uncle Bill's. And that's really, really soft too. but it's a different type. It's very shiny, soft yarn. Hard to explain. So I'll have to go into my big tub of yarn and pull out some more baby yarn later and see what other colours I can find. So, and then I'll put different colours together and make a big something. I'm not sure what I'll make. I'll go and have a look. I'll go and get that tub. Okay, so I've pulled out some yarn. This was from the warehouse. It's a huge, great big ball of yarn, but it's thin, like a baby yarn. It'll be soft, and I could use that. And then the same brand, a great big one from the warehouse again, that's thin too. So I could add these colours. And then at Uncle Bill's, I found all these different colours of baby yarns. And you can see I had them in the packs because when I crocheted some little baby blankets to sell, I put these colours together. I never did pictures or videos for people, but you can see, I'll open them up. A sort of a real shiny, a really soft, really lovely and soft. So when I got the different yarns, this was the name of it, just a baby yarn. Whoops, oh, sorry, just a baby yarn. But see the different colours in this one, so I matched it up. So I thought that was really nice. And then this one, I love just sitting playing with my yarn and matching up the colours. So this one here, you can see all the different colours in this. So I matched up that. I don't know if you can see, but it matches perfectly in real life, the green in here. And then I didn't have the right shade of lemon, but there was a bright lemon, and then there was like a pale cream I found in a Patterns yarn in the Spotlight, which is another big box store. And so I sort of chopped and changed and added colours. Then out of this cheap yarn, that was really, it's got different shades in there, I don't know if you can see. So I just put that together with that. Then there was this purple colour. So I just played around. So there was this purple colour. So it looks like I had it in the pack with the lemon. Not sure what else I would have added to that because the blankets are all sort of sold now. I put them in the shop and they sold. So I've got quite a few choices of adding different squares to this square. So even though they're different brands, they're all very thin baby weight. So I'll do a blue one, a blue square. I can do a purple square. I can do, I don't know if I'll add the pink, the big pink one, because it means it goes from being pastels to brights. But that could be quite nice, but I might keep it pastels. Then I've got this lemon I could add. But if I went brighter, I've got these I can add. I don't know if I'll go the multicolours. I could do. And then I've got some white here, or I could just use up this big white here. So pull out all your yarns and put them together and have a play. So that's going to be one of my relaxing projects in between my crochet. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with my little project at the moment. All right, well, thank you for watching. Bye.